Hello, my beautiful magical friends. Stephanie Matos here, founder of RaiseYourVibeToday.com. And I'm sitting here just writing a blog all about how to KonMari your life. And I realized that it is just simply too hard to type it. And so I just had to throw my phone up here, attach my little microphone and talk to you guys about this because this is something that's been on my mind literally for about 2 to 3 years to write something about this topic. I don't know why it never dawned on me to just simply make a video. And it's kind of funny because basically I have been putting off writing about this because I knew it was going to be kind of labor intensive and brain intensive to get my thoughts out on paper and make this so that it was something that was impactful and that you can understand. So therefore, I am hopping on video. So essentially, I came across this book, as you've probably already read in the beginning part of this blog/email. I found this book about very serendipitously. The divine brought this book into my life about a month before my mom passed away, very, very suddenly. So I had no idea that she was going to be passing away. It wasn't like something that was, imminent, right? It just one day she was alive, one day she wasn't. So I read this book about a month before she passed away, and let me tell you, it really tremendously helped me so much when it came to going through all of her personal items. So she had a whole entire house full of things, books and cards and notes and things from when we were little, and her clothes and purses and shoes and all this stuff. And it was heart-wrenching to go through it. But because I had read this book, and essentially if you've never read this book, the whole premise of it is to only surround your things that fill you with joy, that bring you joy. So every time I would pick up a t-shirt of hers, I'd be like, does this bring me joy? Not really. Am I only attached to it because it was hers? Yes, okay, it goes to Goodwill. And that's what I did through every single item, throughout her whole entire kitchen, throughout everything. So anyways, tremendously helpful. The other reason why I loved the idea of this book when I heard about it was it was something that I had already been teaching my clients. So as you guys probably know, I'm a mindset coach. I'm very, very blessed to be able to work with many different types of women, but I specifically love to work with entrepreneurs or beginner stages entrepreneurs or people who are wanting to become entrepreneurs. And I had been coaching my women for years to get rid of anything in their homes that basically didn't bring them joy. I didn't say that, but that's what I meant. So if it was a ring or a picture or a pen from a job that you had been fired from or something like that, get rid of it. There's an NLP technique. So NLP is something that I've been trained in by the amazing world-renowned NLP practitioner, Andy Murphy. And there's a thing called anchoring. And we can get anchored to people, places, things, ideas that are no longer serving us, that bring up negative emotions in our lives. So for example, every single time you pass by that notepad, from the job that you got fired from, it makes you feel not good enough, not worthy enough. But it happens on a subconscious level, so you don't even know what's happening. But all of a sudden you're starting to make decisions from a disempowered place simply because you walked by a coaster that reminded you of that was a gift from someone who told you that you weren't good enough or whatever it is. Like, it's crazy how things like this can literally mess with your mind, okay? So again, as I was saying, this was something I had already been teaching my clients for many, many years. When I heard about her book and what she was teaching, I was like, I've got to read this. Lo and behold, it helped me tremendously when my mom passed away. So ever since that happened, right, that was 3.5 years ago now, I've really enjoyed the teachings of this book, but I've also thought about this, and this is the hard part for me to articulate, is what if we applied this message, this methodology, this KonMari method to our lives in every way, shape, and form? Get rid of people who don't bring you joy. Get rid of ideas that don't bring you joy. Get rid of beliefs, attitudes, self-talk, behaviors, actions that do not bring you joy. Imagine how this would transform your life. And the thing about it is that now this KonMari method has been turned into a Netflix series. And it's so funny because there's so many articles stating that Goodwill and, wherever you are in the world, there's a thing here in the United States called Goodwill, which is basically a consignment store where people donate all of their unwanted unused or gently used items, right? And it's like all of these different consignment stores are getting tons and tons and tons of donations ever since this Netflix special came on, all about the KonMari Method, which is really, really awesome. But imagine if we all jumped on that bandwagon just as hardcore when it came to our businesses, when it came to our life, when it came to our love, when it came to all of these things that are so, so important. And I've actually created a 4-week course that is all based on this because that's how important it is that choosing joy in every single area of your life, right? Starting with the mind first. Because if we really took inventory, and there's a lot of science behind this, we're thinking like, I can't remember how many, it's either 60,000 or plus words every single day. That's more than a big, thick book daily that we're thinking. And I think like 80 to 90% of those things are negative, meaning they do not bring you joy. So imagine if you were to take your time, effort, and energy to really start to change those into positives, what it could do to your life, right? So this is what I'm talking about today. This is what I was trying to write that I just couldn't possibly articulate, but I really want you to think about that. The same way that you can bring this coaster to Goodwill and get rid of it, you can do that with people in your lives that are no longer serving you. Whether it's an item or an idea or a song, like let's say there's a song or something that you can just, anytime that song comes on, make sure you change it because it's, bringing you back to a negative place. Same with your thoughts. Anytime you have a thought that comes up that's bringing you to a negative place, replace it with a positive one. That's why my positive affirmations track is so powerful, because it starts to change those ideas, change those thoughts. The last thing I want to leave you with is that you still have 2 weeks to take me up on my $500 off offer for coaching. So I'm gonna do this across the board. At first it was only for certain coaching packages, but now I'm offering it for any coaching package, whatever you feel works best for you in your life, including my KonMari Method 4-week course that I have that's freaking, basically we just go step by step by step by step through all of the areas of your life that are most important, whether that be in business or in life. And we KonMari Method that shit to bring you joy. It's so, so important. And once you change your mindset around these things and start to shift your reality around these things and change what's happening in all these different aspects, some seriously amazing things start to come into your life. This is where that manifesting comes in, right? I know this is something that you guys are interested in, is manifesting. And that's one of the most important things, is that you can't manifest until you get this part right, until you're vibrating at a really high level. And you can't do that if you're surrounded by it in here physically, but also mentally with negativity and things that don't bring you joy. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work that way. Something for another day, another topic. Maybe that's something we work on one-on-one coaching. But anyways, again, if you want to take me up on my $500 off offer, you have 2 more weeks. As of today, 2 more weeks. If you want to take me up on that, you'll just have to get in for a consultation. These are 100% free. They are hour long, and you just have to hit the application form button that's down below. It's apply for a soulmate session. I will make sure that it's in the description box and YouTube, also in this email, also on the blog, so that you guys can apply for this. And essentially, the application form really just gives me information about you as a person, as an individual, so I can understand what it is that you're looking for. So no matter whether we work together or not, this is 100% no obligation to meet with me one-on-one, but I want to make sure that you're leaving, whether we work together or not, with some kind of strategy to move forward in your life. I really want it to be impactful, and you filling out that application form really gives me kind of that inside scoop that I need in order to make sure that you're leaving that session with some very valuable information. Again, I'll leave that link below. If you want to start rewiring your brain for joy, you want to KonMari Method your mind and clear that shit out, start with my positive affirmations track. I will make sure that that's in the description box below, as well as in the blog, as well as in the email, so that you can make sure that you have that, download it to your phone, listen to it often, and then that is it. I can't wait to meet with you so soon. I can't wait to get started on this journey with you. If your soul feels moved to work with me, that is a hell yes in my book, and that means it's time to take action. That's a divinely guided action step. That's what brings you closer to where you want to go and who you want to be, and that's what this life is all about, you guys. Another thing that I learned when my mom passed away is how fleeting life is. And so you have to take action now, because we are not guaranteed a tomorrow. And I'm not saying that to be doom and gloom. I'm saying that so that you can empower yourself to step into the light quicker. Now. The time is now. So anyways, love you so much. If you have any questions for me, leave them below, hit comment, or also you can just hit reply to the email, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible. All right, love you so much. And until we meet again, I want to wish you so much love, so many blessings, and I'll speak to you so soon. Bye. Mwah.